Hey guys, what's going on? It's Hey Coach Ryan, episode 5. It's a little dark in the apartment. It's a little dreary out today. I'm trying to work on the lighting situation to figure out how to best do it. So don't worry, I don't actually just sit around all day in the dark. So before we start episode 5 and get into Crystal's question, I just wanted to point this out. This month's episode or issue of Trail Runner, December 2015. If you turn to page 50, there's an article from Sarah Lavender Smith called No Mountains, No Problem. It talks about training for tough trail races when living in like Boston and flatter areas. She asked me for some information for a coach and took a couple quotes from it, which I'm always grateful for, and I'm always honored when people ask. A couple other coaches chime in as well. Some runners, it's a really nice, compact, succinct article about how to train for those races when you live, like something like Leadville when you live in Boston. So give it a look and let me know what you think. All right, so today's question comes from Crystal Ross, who's a Miles to Go endurance athlete, and she asks about using a hydration vest for a marathon. She says she'll be running her 10th road marathon in June. I'm struggling to decide whether she should run with a hydration vest. I've worn it for all 9 marathons in my 50, and I call it my baby blanket. Coach Ryan and I have discussed that it's not really going to slow me down that much, so there's no real reason to run without it. A person I'm running with made comments to me that I cannot shake. Here it is. Why are you wearing your vest? This is a marathon, not an ultra. Elites don't wear a vest. You should mirror what the elites do. So she's asking for honest opinions. So here are my thoughts on that. First, it's a marathon, not an ultra. So if you're running a 50K, you're like, 5 miles more? So that kind of comment is not really valid. You're talking 50 mile, 100 mile, okay, then we're looking at something a little bit different. But if you're looking at 50K, pretty much the same as a marathon. A little bit further, obviously. So if you're not going to run, if you're not going to bring your own hydration or bring your own goos or bring your own things on the course, then you need to find out what the course is going to use, and then you need to make sure that you're training with it. So if the course is going to give goo, like the brand goo, and they're going to give goo Roctane, and they're going to do goo brew in their, aside from water, they're going to do goo brew as their like electrolyte, then you need to make sure that you can take goo and that you can drink goo brew if that's what you want to do, because you have to test what you're going to use on race day. Now, if you can handle those things, and you know you can, then you probably don't need to take anything with you if you're going to go that route. That's kind of the first route that you can go, is just use what the course offers. The second route is where a lot of runners actually go, and that's bringing their own things with them. Now, they might be bringing it for specific reasons that's what they use. They might have allergies. They might feel more comfortable using a specific thing like Tailwind or Genucan or a specific goo, and so they're going to be carrying that with them. And, using a hydration vest isn't any different than using like a fuel belt. I mean, this is my Salomon S-Lab hydration vest, which weighs, I can show you, which actually weighs 225 grams in less than 8 ounces, just the way it is. So this thing weighs nothing. This thing actually weighs less than the belt set I use. And just slapping this on, and being able to have maybe half a liter of water, a full liter of water, and whatever I need in here is super important and will work for me. Now, me personally, I probably won't do that in the road marathon that I do, but for someone that needs that, this weight is negligible. Now, when you start adding stuff in there, you start putting in, a half a liter of water, and you start putting in, whatever, goo and these sorts of things, then the vest starts to add, to take weight. So you want to make sure that what you're taking with you is just what you're taking with you. You're not taking like changes of clothes and stuff. Like people are putting in like arm warmers. Like you don't need that stuff. Don't add extra weight. Just bring what you need to bring with you. And a vest is no different than a belt, is no different than a handheld. It's just going to be what's the most comfortable for you. And you want to make sure that you're doing that. And what you can also do is if you're carrying enough water, you can bypass a lot of the aid stations and then maybe have to fill once or twice. So instead of running a mile, running over to the aid station, grabbing water, running a mile, running over and grabbing the aid station, grabbing water, you can fill with maybe half a liter of water or a liter of water. A liter of water weighs basically 1 kilogram, which weighs 2.2 pounds roughly. So you're not adding that much weight on top of that. If you're running around with 1 liter and it's not really a warm day, you might be able to get the whole race out of that, or you might have to stop once, fill up really quickly, and then go. But you're able to be more efficient, and people feel more comfortable being able to run through the aid stations and not having to worry about that. So in terms of Crystal's case, if you want to run with the vest on, run with the vest. Make sure that you can also run with the vest, because some races don't allow that. But as long as they do, and that's what works for you, and you're going to carry the minimum things that you need to carry that will just get you through the race, then run with the vest and screw what else everyone thinks. So that's my thoughts on RaceFest. That's episode 5. Remember to grab Trail Runner if you can. If you have any questions and you want me to answer them, use the Hey Coach Ryan hashtag, or you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and you can just send me the message right there, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. So thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. Chime in the comments below. Do you wear a RaceFest? Do you wear stuff for your marathon? I'd love to know. And we will be back tomorrow with episode 6. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and have a great day.